All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Why. All right, it's going to be entitled Why. Now I got aspired to do this lesson because of this video that was shared with me right here. And pretty much, you know, he looks like Esau, but he may be Jake. You never know. But within this video, he's going to start off by saying black people need to stop complaining about systematic racism and take responsibility for their own actions. All right. And he's going to go into whatever he has to say. And then he's going to come back playing another role. He's going to ask why. And as the video progresses, he's going to answer the question with truth. He's going to say certain things like, why are they in the ghettos? Why do they have underfunded schools and so forth and so on? And then he's going to answer the question with truth. And then it's going to get to the point where near the end of the video, he's going to realize like, damn, black people was pretty much just set up to fail. And as we all know, this is not a black thing. All right. This is definitely not a black thing. We do these videos for so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because you all are the chosen people of the Bible. All right. And so whenever you see videos like this applies to the natives and the Hispanics as well, because they're going through the same thing as us. All right. They're going through the same thing as us. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video real quick. And then we're going to grab a few scriptures.
Black people need to stop complaining about systemic racism and take some personal responsibility. Everyone is equal under the law now. They may be policed more, but that's only because they commit a disproportionate amount of the crime. Why? Well, I'm not saying that black people are naturally more likely to be criminals or anything. I just think it's a part of their culture. Why? Well, probably because their dads weren't around to raise them properly. Why? I don't know. Probably because they were too poor to afford a kid, so they left. Why? Well, they probably can't get a good job because they never went to college. Why? Well, I guess it is probably because they couldn't afford it, but they didn't get good enough grades to get a scholarship either. Why? Well, I guess that is probably because their school is underfunded. Why? Because school funding is determined by property taxes and they were born into poor areas. Why? Because their family hasn't been able to build enough wealth to move out. Why? Because the first black people who were born with equal rights under the law are less than 60 years old.
See what I'm saying? He was going in. He was going in with the truth. He was going in with a lot of truth right there. Pretty much is asking why to everything that he said, and he was answering back like, well, their schools were underfunded, they were born into poor areas, they weren't given equal opportunities. All right, they were pretty much set up to fail, and that's exactly what it is. All right, the scriptures tell you that this is not our rest. All right, and I'm gonna get that. Every time you go out and you try to blend in with this world, you just can't do it, man. Even when you see the so-called celebrities, the people that got some type of success, we already know when it comes to that celebrity life, they had to do a lot of things that go against their morals. All right. They had to do a lot of things that go against these scriptures in order for them to get the status that they have. All right. Then when you look at regular people, for instance, doctors, lawyers, architects, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, there's a lot of them that live legit lives. But look at what that money is doing to them. All right. The money is definitely keeping them distracted because they're living pretty decent in this day and age. And they're not thinking about the Most High at all. And that's the whole point. Esau set up this place on purpose. So then that way we can always go off against our power because they know who we are. It's a reason why during the times of slavery, we were killed if we were caught reading the Bible. All right, we were caught reading the Bible. It was a wrap. And so now we live in a day and age where Esau was like, you know what? We don't have to physically keep them down. We can mentally and spiritually keep them down by giving them these weak ass toys. For instance, cars and these houses and this jewelry, this way of life, so forth and so on, man. Esau like, look, if we just show them that they could do whatever they want to do and say that it is okay, we'll always be in rulership forever. And that's why the scriptures say that they think that their houses are going to continue forever. Just for the simple fact that they think that Jake is not going to repent. But the thing is, Salaki, the thing is, there's a thing called the elect. And only the elect is going to repent. And that's all the Most High needs. Because the Most High, already put the spirit upon the prophets of old to say that 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed in these last days. So it is what it is. But at the same time, like I said, going back to this video, every time he asks why, he answered with some truth. And then he started to realize at the end of the video, he like, damn, you know what? I shouldn't have said what I said at the beginning of that video. I shouldn't have said that they need to stop complaining for systematic racism. I shouldn't have said that at all. I should have just accepted the fact that, you know what? This place was set up for us to fail. And that it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I saw this video, I'm like, let me go ahead and get a lesson together for this. Hold on, Salakia. All right, so let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28, of course, and you got to go to verse 15 because as you can see right here, it says consequences of disobedience. We were put in this position because we went off against our power. We went off against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, which is the commandments, statutes, and laws. We broke the law, all right? And that's why we living in the conditions that we are in right now. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. All right, we definitely curse in the city, and we're cursed in the field. All right, when we go to work, we are not the ones that's going to advance first. When we go to work, we're definitely not liked by the majority of the people. Cursed shall we be in the city. We live in the ghettos. All of the filthiest of food is given to us. We're evil. We have an evil eye toward our own people, so forth and so on, man. This place was set up so we can pretty much just perish. Verse 17, it says, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. Jake is broke. All right, Jake is broke. He cannot make any money. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land and the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. All right, you were born into captivity. You were born into with oppression, and you're going to go out the same way. You're going to go out the same way, man, because we were here. We were born to serve captivity. We were born under these curses, but the curses are about to be lifted off of us very soon, man. But this is why we live the way that we live. The Most High is a man of his word. He said if we went off against him, he was going to do this to us. So when you see videos like this, you already know why. You already know why we, and that's the title of the video, why. You already know why we living like that, man. Because we went off against our power. Now let's get Haggai. We're going to get Haggai chapter 1. Go to verse 6. As soon as it loads. All right, this is Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. It says, let's start at verse 5. It says, now therefore said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. And that's exactly what we need to be doing every single day. We need to consider our ways. All right, we need to think about what we're doing before the eyes of the Lord. Verse 6, it says, you have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. You heard him say in the video that we were born in poor areas. We weren't able to afford to go to college. We weren't able to afford to take care of our children. All right. And that's because the jobs that we have, the opportunities that's given to us is barely, we barely get that those opportunities, man. You see a lot of us working the same jobs. A lot of us went to college and so forth and so on. We followed the rules, but we still living at the bottom. We still cashiers or got a job where you're making like 15 to 20 an hour, maybe $25 an hour, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But we not, living in luxury. We not living decently at all. It says, you have so much. We work so hard, but we bring in little. You eat, but you have not enough. Especially nowadays with inflation and everything like that. You can't really bring enough home. It says, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. You make money, then you put into a bag, the money falls out. All right. The money falls out because it has holes in it. So it's pretty much saying that you're losing money even though you're earning a lot. And that's definitely happening right now, because when you get paid, you already know what happens. There's taxes, there's insurance, there's Social Security, so forth and so on. There's a lot of things that's taken out of your check. All right. You may look at your check and be like, damn, I got like $3,000 on this paycheck. That was before taxes. That was before taxes. After taxes, like I said, if all of those things come out, that you may be on child support or whatever the case may be, you may only see like $1,500. You earn wages and you put into a bag with holes. All right. So like I said, this is us under the curses. And this is why Jake goes into leading a life of crime. They sell out. They don't have integrity. You be seeing certain videos that's on like TikTok or YouTube or whatever the case may be. A random person may walk up on Jake and be like, man, I dare you to, do some random shit. Go into a male Jake and be like, here's a popsicle. I dare you to suck on this for $5,000. Jake could get down and do that shit right there on camera. You know what I'm saying? They'll do some silly shit like that because they'll look at it as an opportunity to be like, oh shit, I'm about to come up with some quick money. The same way with women, man. Nowadays, women, you won't even mess with you unless you got some type of money. They be like, look, I ain't messing with you. If you trying to take me to this restaurant or that restaurant, I don't even want to talk to you. If you ain't making six figures, if you don't look like this, I don't want to talk to you, because they looking for somebody to take care of them, even though they don't deserve to be taken care of. All right. Jake is trying to escape these curses no matter what, but you can't escape the curses, man. The Most High is going to make sure that you get put into a situation to remind you of exactly who you are, man. Y'all are Israelites under the curses, but like I said, it's getting ready to end soon. So you got to repent first so you can be worthy. We're going to read this whole book. Yeah, we're going to read this whole book. This is Psalms chapter 12, start at verse 1. It says, God, a helper against the treacherous. It says, to the chief musician upon Shemanith, a psalm of David, help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fell from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one his neighbor, with flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Who have said with our tongue, we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saying the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. All right. This is the point right here. For the oppression of the poor. Who is the poor? As being oppressed. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. For the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, said the Lord. The Lord is getting ready to take these curses off of us. And he said, I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. Who is him? Esau. All right. Now, when you go into the Hebrew, all right, when you go to that word puffeth, let's go to puffeth real quick. Here it is. Let's go to it. All right. And when you go to the definition, all right, right here it says to breathe, blow, to breathe, to cause to exhale or breathe, to puff, snort, to excite, inflame, to puff, pant for it, to breathe out, utter, to blow, blast, right? But when you go down here in the Strong's definition, it says to puff, i.e. blow with the breath or air, hence to fan as a breeze, to utter, to kindle a fire, to scoff, blow upon, break, puff, bring into a snare. Bring into a snare. Speak, utter. You already know that Esau set up this whole society so Jake cannot succeed. This whole thing is a trap, man. This whole thing is a trap. for us to kill each other, for us to sell drugs to each other, for us to turn on each other, for us to try our very hardest but still fail at the end. All right. It says to bring it to a snare. And that's why when you go back, and we already know what a snare is a trap. This whole place was set up for us to fail. So it says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, said the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him, from Esau that's setting us up so we can fail every single day, man. And that's what you heard within the video. He kept asking why, and then he kept bringing the truth in, like, well, because society, set us up in this, society put this on us, society, made us do that because we weren't given opportunities, so forth and so on. It's in the scriptures, man. It's in the scriptures. Verse 6, it says, the words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. All right. So there you go. All right. Esau knows what he's doing because he knows who we are. All right. Now let's get Isaiah. We're going to get Isaiah chapter 10. Go to verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And we already know that Esau set up all kind of wicked laws to go against us, and we seeing that come very heavy right now with Trump in office. All right, he's doing this whole DEI thing, pretty much covering up, just to say that, he brought up all of these executive orders or whatever so he can oppress, niggas more. And not just us, because you're seeing what's going on with the Hispanics as well, and you're seeing what's going on with the Native Americans. These are the 3 types of people right now that's feeling it the most. All right. Other people may say, well, no, it's not just y'all. We going through it too, with our jobs. We can't claim to be a part of the letter community no more, so forth and so on, man. Ain't nobody thinking about that shit, man. Here it is. I just read an article today. They got the these Edomites in Cincinnati, throwing up the what's the name of that sign? It's not the KKK symbol. It may be the KKK symbol. I forget. But they pretty much out there with these red masks on. They running up on people's cars, calling them niggers and all kind of shit, man. All right. Issachar is taking things to the streets. All kind of things is going on right now, man. It's the 2nd month of the year. All right. And it's because what? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and the right grievance is what they have prescribed. The things that Trump is doing right now is definitely putting that wicked spirit back in these true Edomites heart, man. They definitely like, yeah, we need somebody like him. We need to go back out there and show these people who country this is, so forth and so on. And now look what's going on. That civil war is gonna come, man. That civil war, that civil unrest, those race riots, all of those things are gonna happen very soon. Very, very soon. But this is one of the reasons why we at the bottom, because of these unrighteous decrees, man. These laws that's being set up against us. Point blank, period. Now let's end it with this. Let's get Micah chapter 2, start at verse 1. Woe to the oppressors. Woe to you, Esau. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity, or work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's definitely oppressing us and our heritage, man. He's over here saying that he's the chosen one. He's over here literally getting ready to the point where he's like, if anybody claiming Christianity, or pretty much if anybody is not following what we believe in, there's a lot of them over there right now in our land that's saying that they should be put to death. Showing you who they are, man. Showing you who they are. Why? because they work evil upon their beds. This is something they practice every single day because he is the wicked. Verse 3, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which you shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go heartily, for this time is evil. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Therefore thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy, they shall not prophesy to them, and they shall not take shame. O thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of the Lord straitened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walketh uprightly? That's right. Follow the Lord, you'll be all right. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy. You pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war. The women of my people have you cast out from their pleasant houses. From their children have you taken away my glory forever. And here's the point. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. This is not your rest. Esau may tell you this is the land of the free, this is the land of opportunity, this is the place where you can come and make a name for yourself. You can live any type of way and you would be happy. This ain't it, man. This ain't your rest. Just because they put all of this fun shit in front of your face, you know, you get all these TV shows and these commercials, and everywhere you look, it's just people with these fake ass smiles on their faces. You know what I'm saying? You look at these commercials, everybody living in luxury. Motherfuckers, they got commercials with, you know, with travel rewards and travel points and all of that. Like, yeah, you know, I'll get all of these rewards or whatever. If I just, you know, spend this amount of money, so forth and so on, I'll be straight. I get all kind of rewards. I'm over here looking at commercials like that. I'm like, what Jake is over here traveling that much? It's expensive as hell to get on the plane all the damn time, to the point where you literally adding up points for rewards and shit. Then they show you other commercials or whatever with people going on vacation, and then they showing McDonald's commercials. Everybody happy as hell, eating the McPeoples. You know, when you look at those things, and then you walk outside, you look at the billboards and so forth and so on, it looked like a place where it's just fun. It looked like a place where you don't have to worry about anything until you actually got to live this life. Then that's when you realize this place is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. This place will literally take you out. It will literally take you out. You can literally die from being in the wrong in the wrong place at the wrong time, even though you always at the right place at the right time, because the Most High is the one that puts you in that position in the first place. But you know, that's going into something else. But at the same time, you know, when you continue to be part of this life instead of being part of Yahweh Shai's life, then guess what? It's going to destroy you. So you got to arise and depart. You got to leave this place alone, because it's not your rest. Our rest is going to come in the kingdom. All right. Our rest will be in the kingdom, but we just got to patiently wait. And it's all good, because the Lord is on his way. We at the end. You just got to hold on tight, man. Just hold on tight. So I'm going to end it with that. I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstones I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazad, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.